Hi, my name's Adrian Murley and welcome to Kickstart the Week. We've got a great scripture for you today to help get you through your days, so stick around. I'm so glad you joined us. If it's your first time with us, we welcome you. Hope you actually find something great here on our channel. If you've been with us before and you like what we're doing, why don't you consider subscribing? Just hit the button down below, turn the notifications on, and we'd love to keep in touch with you. Well, today we're actually having a look at a scripture out of Proverbs, and it's Proverbs 3, verses 5 and 6. And I'm actually going to read it from the Amplified version today. So here we go. It says this: "Trust in and rely confidently on the Lord with all your heart, and do not rely on your own insight or understanding. In all your ways, know and acknowledge and recognize him, and he will make your path straight and smooth, removing obstacles that block your way." A great scripture, a great promise for all of us. But there's a couple of aspects that we want to look at today. We're going to start with the first part about trusting in God. See, we can't half trust. We either do trust or we don't. And I think if we sort of don't trust him, then really I think that's more like doubt than trust. And so we need to be all in. It's a bit like standing on the edge of the swimming pool and about to jump in. You can't half jump into the water. You either do or you don't. And I don't know if you've seen videos where people have wanted to jump and then changed their mind. It actually doesn't end well. The second part is we need to lean into understanding that's greater than ours. If you were going to a friend's place, you'd never been there before, and you asked directions and they gave you, go this way, go that way, whatever it may be, you can't overlay your understanding on that. So you need to lean into their understanding, their knowledge, their experience. And that's what God's saying to us. Don't rely on what you understand. I'm God. I actually see things from a greater perspective. Trust me. Lean into my understanding. I'm going to tell you a few things. You need to go this way. You need to go that way. And it may not seem the right way, but if you trust me and lean into my understanding, I'll get you to your destination. And that's a great promise for us, because there are times where we can't see into the future. We don't know what tomorrow brings. So we need to trust the leading of God. The third part is acknowledging him in all our ways, everything that we do every day. Some of you may caught my video that I did the other week in worship. And if you haven't, just take a look at the link up here on the screen and go and have a look at that. But we need to acknowledge him in everything we do. It's this allowing God to marinate every part of our life. The word translated acknowledge in most scriptures comes from the word yada, which is to know and to recognize him. But in this case, in Proverbs 3, it actually is to know his ways inside and out, and to recognize him as the ultimate arbiter of our life. Arbiter, what does that mean? Well, it's one who has the final say, that settles the disputes, that is the ultimate authority. And finally, the last thing we see in this scripture is that he will make our path straight. I think that's what all of us want in our life, a straight path free of obstruction. But there's a promise at the end of this scripture that relies on the things that come before. And so my encouragement for you today is to trust God 100% in everything that you do. Don't lean on your own understanding. Don't lean on the things that we know, because our vision is only what's just in front of us. God actually sees far beyond that, and he has a greater plan for your life. And acknowledge him in all that you do. Just allow him to marinate every aspect of your day. Let him be the benchmark that you weigh everything up against. And his promise is that he'll make our path straight. Yeah, there's going to be times when it's tough. Yeah, there's going to be times when it's going to be hard work. But if we understand that it's God who's leading us, then we will trust the fact that he sees the bigger picture, and we can rely on him and trust him that he will care for us all along our journey. I hope today that's been an encouragement for you in everything that you're doing today. Acknowledge God. Take a moment to thank him for what he's doing, and you will see the path laid out before you become straight. Yeah, it's going to be tough at times, but I'm sure you'll find your way through, because God is with you. Have a fantastic week. See you soon.